Before school, I'd kick and scream, telling her I absolutely did not want to go. Did not want to go. I gave her maybe 10 million reasons why I didn't want to go.
My mom, however, did not let me choose my high school.
It almost seemed like I didn't have any rights as a 14-year-old.
A big decision she thought to make or to bestow on a 14-year-old.
Let's face it, dude. She's the one with all the money, so I really had no say, actually.
Actually, she said, if I choose your high school, then you can choose your college.
But my mom had one really good reason, and that was for me. And she was thinking about my future, and I think that answer tops mine by a long shot.
So give me one reason that you didn't want to attend presentation.
Well, first, let's talk about those uniforms.
Press skirt is a blue, gray, and white plaid skirt that has multiple pleats.
They were indestructible. They don't burn. They only melt.
You could wear the navy blue sweats, which had a small logo on the left leg that said Presentation High School in gold. You had to wear a blue collared short sleeve shirt, as well as the bulletproof sweatshirt that had the massive, thick crest that went across your entire body. And it said our lovely motto, not words but deeds.
Do you still have your skirt?
Yeah.
Can you give us a little fashion show?
I'll think about it. For everyone post high school graduation years who haven't seen me in a plaid skirt, I really hope you're happy.
Of course, we wear the uniform, as you can see from my chair. Some of us wear it far too much. But this is the Pres Plaid, and it's part of our tradition. This has been our uniform skirt for 50 years. And again, kind of like not words but deeds, if you look out in the community, anybody that sees this plaid knows that this is a Pres girl. And for good or ill, it's kind of like the walking billboard of presentation.
How was it transitioning from a co-ed school to an all-girls school? I had to imagine it was awesome.
Well, it was kind of weird at first, but, I got over it, and so did everyone else. My first year was really hard. It was that awkward transition between my old school and my new high school.
So my freshman year started off a bit rocky, as I'm sure a lot of people's freshman year started. I had trouble finding a group of friends, and I was just really self-conscious and awkward.
I managed to actually find my group of friends on my freshman basketball team, and who I actually hung out with for the rest of my 4 years.
And I joined the basketball team, and I just met a bunch of awesome people right off the bat. And they actually ended up being my friends all 4 years of high school, which was really cool because it was nice to have that stability in friendship, and they just were always there for me and very supportive.
Basketball practices consisted of a lot of hard work and dedication, as you can tell.
We would play Uno in the locker rooms. Someone at some point had brought in, it was probably Serena, brought in lightsabers. It was the most enjoyable part of high school probably because it's probably the most rebellious thing I've ever done in my life was to just goof around when we should have been practicing.
Without them, I probably wouldn't be where I am today and be the person who I am today. So, it's just a little thank you to them.
So right here, this area that you see next to me, next to these beautifully tan lockers, is where we used to sit in the morning, our group of friends, Michelle included, and we would mostly just try to catch up on homework that we had due that day, do some last-minute reading, spark noting.
It all started off my sophomore year.
Okay, so Mag Drive was a huge part of our high school experience.
We raised money by selling magazines in order to raise money for the school, and
it starts off with a rally for the whole school in which representatives from each class do a little dance, and it's supposed to motivate each class level to try and sell more magazines than the other classes.
I really have no recollection of this, but the story goes that I told all my friends that I signed them up to do the skit.
And Semhar came to us waving this sheet of paper, and she was like, "Hey guys, I signed us up."
Just kind of looked at her like, what, dude? Are you serious?
We came together and we inspired a lot of people at school. I mean, I have professors from Prez that still come up to me and say, you know, I remember you guys.
I'm not gonna lie, it's been some time since this Woo crew came on stage and did what they did at this MAC drive, but here's one thing I do remember. Number one,
When you walked out there,
the music sort of made old people like me and my fellow colleagues really take a trip down memory lane and remember what it was like to be young again.
We became rock stars. We pulled it out. It was the best dance of the day, of the decade, I would say.
It helped me break out of my shell. I became a lot more outgoing after that period in time, and you know, that wasn't the last time I saw the stage, and throughout my years of high school, I became more involved with school.
What you learn at Prez hopefully changes your life and definitely influences the kind of woman you become.
The experience made me a mindful person. Its motto, not words but deeds. I really take that seriously, and it's made me socially aware. It's made me feel empowered as a woman.
Prez taught me to be comfortable with myself so that I could speak to others as they are, as humans.
They're supposed to be the comedians.
We pitched a tent right here. We put a big sign on it that said "No Boys Allowed," a sign of our early sarcasm and satirical nature.
They're supposed to be the smart kids. They're supposed to be the leaders of the school, and I like that it taught women how to be strong women, and I wanted to be part of that. And one of the things about Prez that is so unique is the fact that it's an all-girls school and the bonds that you make with the friends that you have here.
And so I love that. I love that I have a community of sisters, because I've never had a sister before. Now I have thousands of sisters.
For me, high school was a crucial time because it established my foundation and my building block of who I am as a young adult and as a young woman. Thanks to all the wonderful friendships I've created within those brick walls, and made my high school that much more awesome. And it also made me the person who I am today. You know, what can I say? I was just at the right place, at the right time, meeting the right people.